All right then, so hey, this is Tony. Be sure to like and subscribe to this video, because today me and this dog, hey dog, look this way, come here, hey, come here, look this way. Me and this dog here, that's Chloe. We're gonna go to the park today. We're gonna go explore well, you probably already saw the name of it. It's called what is it? Oh, Flat Rock Park. It's here in Columbus, Georgia. One of the many parks we have here in Columbus, Georgia. I want to maybe try and do some, when I got some free time, do some park videos. So anyway, today, because it's such a beautiful day in the middle of January, I think it's about 55 degrees outside, we are trying to live the coolest life. So how are we living the coolest life? Well, we're going to go to the park and explore just a little bit and have a good time. And well, this is Cooper Creek Park. This is like one little stretch of it. Back up that way, I'll show you some other videos of it. There's actually a play place for the kids over in that area somewhere. And then this little brook here goes all the way up and goes up to a really cool bridge. We'll cross there in a minute. It's out that way. Actually, you can see it there, and we'll take a look at it. This is a really nice park. It's a good sized park. It's not massive. Yeah, some people will actually walk it, ride bikes around it. But it is north end of Columbus, and it's got a nice little picnic areas on the other side. You definitely drive around. At the other end of it, there is a large body of water. It's some people say that's a pond. No, it's actually a lot bigger than a pond. I think a pond's of can you throw a football across it? That's a pond. Well, this is definitely bigger than a pond. I wouldn't call it a lake. It's not one of those that you would put a motorized. In fact, I don't think you're allowed to put motorized boats on it, but you can put canoes and kayaks. And maybe we'll see some people with it come up there. But they call it Flat Rock Park because pretty soon we're going to go up there and take a look at some of the flat rocks that why Flat Rock got its name. It's actually the water comes off of it. Some of it comes straight off the road, and some of it is coming through springs, and so we'll go and take a look at it. That's a nice bridge there, walking bridge. I'm trying to get over there. You can see on up the hill where we're going to head it that way. Here's Chloe decided to lead the way. Come on, Chloe. Chloe is a Cocker Spaniel. She was actually a rescue. Now, initially, I'll tell you a little bit about her as we look at this beautiful view here. She, they said that the people that had her got into a car accident, and I hear they didn't make it. It was a younger lady, but I may have known her. I can't really confirm, but her name was Peaches. Chloe was, and we, of course, she was just a pup. She was maybe 8 weeks old, so we changed her name to Chloe because we didn't particularly care for Peaches. So, no offense to Peaches. I actually love Peaches. But we've had her for as an infant. She's about 10 years old now. She's had chronic ear infections, as most Cocker Spaniels do. But she's been a good dog. She's definitely not an alpha dog. She's a beta dog. I guess you say she's definitely a follower. She's real skittish. We've never beat her or abused her or anything like that. Maybe the trauma, even when she was little, was still sticking with her. But she's just always been a little skittish. My wife, she was basically my wife's dog. However, that didn't last too long. Once my wife got another dog, the other dog kind of follows her around. Now Chloe, she follows me around all the time. If I'm sitting in my chair, she'll come up and sit with me. None of the other dogs will basically sit with me. Chloe will often sit with me. If I go in the other room, she follows me in the other room. So she's basically my dog. And she's decided she was my dog. I didn't decide it for her. But anyway, she's a good dog. So this part of Flat Rock Park, almost called it Cooper Creek, you see they've got a runoff. Up there is more of the road. There's a main road going that you can see a truck going by right there. But it starts right about where that bridge is. Comes down, you can see people parking over there. But this is why they call it Flat Rock Park. You see how flat all these rocks are. And it goes off on this way. It's a really nice formation. They've done a really good job keeping it up. And on up the hill there, you can see there is a little pavilion, a place to picnic. There's also a place called Freedom Hall where you can actually meet and rent it out. It's enclosed, so you can have dinner there. I don't think they got refrigerators or something there, but they've got tables and chairs. So if you wanted to have a family reunion, which we've had a few here at Flat Rock Park back in the day. It's been several years though, so we'll have to pick that up. Now it goes, when I first started this video, it goes down and around that way and winds back up into the woods. We're gonna get back in the car and show you the other side of Flat Rock Park. Doesn't have as many flat rocks. It's real different. It's real diverse, this park is. Now off to the north side, I guess it is, of a Flat Rock Park, there is a bike trail. And you can see by this, there's people out there riding their bikes. This particular trail here was one of those that the community took over some railroad tracks that they had running down through here. And since there weren't running any railroads anymore and the property still belonged to the federal government and or state, they made it into trails. The great thing about it is it's relatively flat. It is relatively long and straight. So that's great for walking, riding bicycles. Now, in this park, if you wanted to run on trails, there's some trails here. There's one going up this way. Is a good walking trail and or mountain bike trail. There's some nice little hills as you go back in this area of the park that is great for running trails. And these parks also have, you know, places to sit along the way. This trail here, and you can see it goes up. It's approximately 10 miles from end to end. Give or take. You do cross some major roads. There are stop signs and nice little guarded areas. You hit the button and the yellow lights come on, tells people to slow down, but you still have to be careful when you cross those roads. But it is a nice little addition, and of course it goes through a couple other parks. And when I used to ride my bicycle, I used to take it out here. It's great for a street bike, not so much a knobby tire bike, because a lot of effort there when you're doing. But for a nice street bike or a racing bike with little thin tires, hard tires, this is perfect because the asphalt's nice and smooth. Every now and then, especially in the fall, you're going to get a lot of leaves and debris are going to fall on it. They as in the city, they try to do a good job of keeping it clean. Not always successful because they don't always get out here immediately after a storm, but it's a nice place to ride. So now we're here at the, I guess you'd call it the south end of Flat Rock Park. Nice little trail. I actually parked up that way, and a nice little trail going that way behind me. This is the lake portion. As I said, you know, I consider a pond anything you can throw a football across, or even hit a baseball. I don't know if you could hit a baseball across that. That would be possibly, maybe I don't know. One of your woods for playing golf, but definitely not that way. That's a little far over there, but it's a nice little lake here at the end. Yes, you can fish out of here, obviously with a fishing license, and it's a nice little walking park. And today I'm about ready to lose this jacket because it is getting warmer and warmer. I think it's I'd say it's about 65 out here now. I don't know why I have this jacket on. I keep walking by people and they've got shorts and t-shirt on looking at me like I'm an idiot. Which they might very well be true in that assumption. But anyway, really nice park. Get out. Yes, COVID is real. I keep hearing people say, you know, it's real. No, duh. So is the flu. So is common cold. Yes, they're all real. Are people dying all around me like crazy? No. No, they're not. And they're not doing that anywhere. But there are lots of people out here at the park. Don't get me on that soapbox. Anyway, lots of people at the park at both ends of this park. When I came through here at the last place I stopped there by the trail, the walking trail, there was probably 7 cars around me, and then across the street there were probably, I don't know, 40 people that were picnicking out in the out near the woods and closer to this lake. So it's definitely a really nice park to come visit if you're ever in the area. I did pass a guy on an RV. He was in a B class. Don't know what a B class is? You should look up some of my RV videos. B class is basically a large conversion van. Some are pretty good size, but definitely was not a C class. But that's about all I have here today. Be sure to like and subscribe. My name is Tony. See what other kind of mess I can get into. I may try to check out some other things that interest me. Things that interest me are like what? Architecture. I'm thinking about doing some videos of some churches, because most churches have some really nice architecture affiliated with them. Another one is covered bridges. If I can find any around here, I want to do some on some covered bridges. And I'm also going to be doing some on more parks, kind of like this. So, as I mentioned, be sure to like and subscribe, and click that little bell so you get a reminder of what we're out, what we're doing, because we're just out here trying to live the coolest life.